part two, yo. You gotta have your stuff, man. Have your license, have your registration. Don't give a cop a reason to put you in jail or even have a confrontation with you. You gotta don't be driving dirty, man. You feel me? But I'm gonna fast forward. I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. I'm probably the only black person who believes this, but I believe Sandra did commit suicide. Looking into everything, do I think the cop was wrong? Yes. I think he would be the only one who would have the motive to kill her, and he wasn't in the jail cell. He left after he dropped her off. So, I mean, you have two black people in the jail cell. I don't think they would have allowed somebody, a white man, to go in there and kill her, first of all. And the black man who, like, that video where he had something he threw in the trash can, I believe that was the trash bag that Sandra used to kill herself. And they was trying to cover it up because my dad's a cop, and he did say that you're not supposed to have um any trash bags in the holding cell, nothing to harm yourself. So I think they was trying to cover that up, but I don't think they used that to kill her. I think that was the weapon or the murder weapon that she used to kill herself. Uh, I saw that she had history of depression and PSTD, and I believe she took medication, and I believe, and she even had suicide attempts back in the day. Come on, guys, put two and two together. You feel me? I believe she was in the holding cell, $5,000 bond. My dad said that when you're held in bond, you only have to pay 10% to get out. So she only needed $500. She was think about it. You in the jail cell, you're already. I'm sure she was taking pills to calm her depression already. I'm sure she was taking medication. She's no longer on that medication now. She's in the jail cell, isolated. You don't think thoughts are going to come in her head? She's calling people. In the video, you see her crying. She's getting depressed. She's falling apart. She's crying. Her sister's not helping. No one's helping her. It's amazing. This dude was like, yeah, she sent me all these voicemails. Why didn't you help her? See, I believe that I'm not saying Sandra was a troublemaker, but I believe maybe she was like, oh, that's just Sandra. I think Sandra was known to be maybe dramatic and tell somebody off if maybe they felt like, you need to stay. I don't know what they felt like, but they didn't feel the need to go get her. Her sister, her mother, 3 days. She's in a freaking, and no one had $500. It wasn't 5,000. It was 500. You Google it. You only need 10% of the jail bond to get out. No one had 500. I blame the family. I'm sorry. I don't mean to blame. If I had to blame anybody, I wouldn't even blame Sandra. Okay, for getting smart with the cops, because I don't think he killed her. Okay, I blame the family, and I blame that sister. I believe she counted on that sister, and that sister won't even tell us what the conversations that she had with Sandra in jail. Because as you can see by her body language in jail, Sandra was doing this. Sandra was crying, getting mad, frustrated. Her sister is not going to repeat what Sandra was saying on that phone call. Sandra was probably upset, and I'm sure her sister brushed her off like her friends did. Are they even friends? They brushed her off. It's kind of like when you have a friend. You have to put it. Let's get out of your feelings for a second with the Sandra thing. You ever have a friend who's just so dramatic or always getting into trouble? Okay, I'm not gonna say any names because I might offend somebody if they see it. But I got a couple people I know from church or on the street who's always getting into trouble. I really want to say this guy's name, but I'm not gonna say it because he might see it. But this is like, I can't say. I can't do that to him. He's cool, but this guy I know. I said this guy I know, right? A boy I know. He's always getting into trouble. I could see him always in jail, shooting, getting shot at. He's still alive. I could really see him in jail. Him calling some people to get him out, and they're probably like, he'll be all right for a couple of days, or we'll try to. It wasn't their priority to get her out of jail. You know what I mean? And I think it really was because maybe they felt like maybe she was being dramatic. Maybe she deserved it. I don't know. Maybe they probably felt like she was mouthing off to the cop, or maybe, that's Sandra. She's always in trouble. She's so dramatic. Sandra seemed like she had some issues. She seemed like she wasn't really all there. Look up that YouTube video where she got in a motorcycle accident and she was like thanking God. She was thanking God, and that's sweet and all, but she don't seem like she was all there. She doesn't seem like she's all there. I believe she was depressed, without like depressed behind closed doors. Like I believe in front of family, on YouTube, on Facebook. Hello, beautiful kings and queens. I believe she was confident what we wanted her to be. But I believe that I really do believe that behind closed, you never know what somebody's going through. I believe behind closed doors, she was struggling mentally with certain things, and I'm sure she smoked some weed, and which is not bad at all. Not judging her for that. To keep calm, I know people who got issues and smoke weed to keep calm. They found weed in her system, and I believe she took medication to keep calm. But being in a holding cell, guys, I don't think you guys understand that when you have mental issues like that, thoughts, the devil will creep in. The thoughts will start coming in. Depression, that's a spiritual thing, man. That's not. I mean, it's not of God, obviously, but I mean, I'm sorry, guys. I don't believe that nobody. I don't think they killed her. I think they would have killed her day one if they wanted to kill her. The cop would have shot her if he wanted to kill her that day. Why wait 3 days, man? You feel me? Maybe you don't feel me. Maybe you think I'm crazy. Maybe you think I'm racist. Maybe you. I love black people. Okay, I get angry when I see black people die. I do, but one thing I always ask. One thing I'm big on is being wise. Okay, I can't just. I'm not just gonna say what you guys want me to say. I think differently. Okay, I do. Do I believe all white people are racist? No. Do I believe racism exists? Heck yes. Okay, I believe it exists.